Hi everyone, welcome to Beautiful Within. So today I talk about my opinions on the topic of being unfair and lovely. I do this video in collab with the Desert Rose Journals. Shaima, who's a beautiful YouTuber and a very well researched girl, is the owner of the Desert Rose Journal. Please do check out her channel as well. She's also making a video on the same, and please subscribe to both of us. Coming back to the topic of being unfair and lovely. Now, in India, especially in India, I've seen that there's a misconception amongst young girls, middle-aged women, even our women at the age of our grandmothers, or even men, that if a person is not fair, the person is not pretty, or the person does not look good. This I would say is a misconception, first of all, because we have had beautiful ladies from all ethnicities, definitely Indian, and from all ethnicities who have been considered pretty universally, but who were not fair per se. And I do not understand why my skin color or any other parameter defines my beauty. So, which is why I would be talking today on this topic. It might get a really long and chatty videos, but you'll have to bear with me. Of course, there would be certain girls who would be asking, how would you know that? Because you have a certain skin color which is a little, medium to fair. Well, first of all, I do not really consider this to be a parameter of beauty. I do not think I'm beautiful because I have a certain skin color. Far from that. If I'm beautiful as well, I'm beautiful due to a lot of other things, not at all because of my skin color. And secondly, I have had friends, family members, people who are very dear to my heart have this in their mind that they're not fair, and which is why they're not pretty, which is why I want to address this issue. And really, all my sisters, my friends out there who are watching me right now, I really want to tell you girls that you're pretty just the way you are, with whatever skin color you are, fair, olive, any dark, any kind of skin color, you're pretty the way you are, and that's why I would be doing this video. Now, talking about since when I got this that fairness is considered some kind of a parameter. I guess even when I was a kid or something, Fair and Lovely was a cream which came up with a certain ad that previously the girl was of a certain skin color and she was not fair, which is why she was not getting any success. And after applying Fair and Lovely and after getting fair, she started getting some kind of success, some contract, or maybe an actress or a model kind of a thing, and she started getting contracts. Now I have seen the models, the actresses of today's world, they are of different skin colors. Some of them are fair like Katrina, some of them are not so fair like maybe Deepika or Priyanka. I have not seen any such discrimination for fair girls in any sense. And if it is not there in the modeling industry or the showbiz or the film industry, where actually looking good is actually considered is actually a requirement. It's not even a requirement in most of the industries like that. You have to actually be conventionally pretty, if I can put it that way. Like modeling and showbiz has that kind of requirement. If being fair is not even let's say required in that industry, how is it required in a normal girl's life? I mean, I really don't understand that. And it's extremely foolish to keep on telling someone or even discussing this topic that somebody is fair, somebody is not fair, use of fairness creams. I mean, these fairness creams contain such kind of bleaching agents, such kind of harmful chemicals that they are really harmful for you in the long run, and you really don't require to use it. I mean, Indian girls have a wheatish complexion for years. They have been considered pretty. I have been I have been abroad. I've been to Europe. I've been to some other places as well, and nowhere is it like that. You have to be fair to be pretty, or you have to have a certain skin color. I mean, Indian girls are considered very pretty outside as well, with this sun-kissed tan kind of a complexion. I mean, in the outside world, people actually go for tanning and other things like to reduce their fairness. I don't know this why this is like, what shall I say, a very big thing in India to be fair, and to be fair, like to be considered pretty. I have seen good-natured aunties saying that, beta, your skin is not getting fair now. Please start working on it. Otherwise, how will you get a groom for marriage? Just tell me, ladies, if a person is marrying me only because I'm fair, would I want to marry that person? Would it be a good decision to marry that person? I don't think so. I mean, if you're fair and that person is marrying you for your fairness, sorry to say, he might not be the right person. And if you're not fair and that person is not marrying you because you're not fair, yippee, we got saved from such a person who was marrying us for our fairness, like for my fairness. I have met men in what shall I say, in offices. They were my colleagues, my let's say classmates and everything. 90% of the men that I got to know in my life are not fairness conscious. This is something that I can definitely speak from my heart. Some of the men who are, it's their personal preference. I would not say something I cannot say something against anybody, but I really don't understand that fairness kind of a thing. And for me personally, if a person is marrying me for my fairness, or the family considers fairness to be an attribute, I really don't know how to help themselves. Like, I really don't know how to help them, because fairness to me, whatever success, small success, touchwood, that I've had in my life, in my educational background or wherever, I don't think fairness has contributed even a tad bit, or it would have contributed even a tad bit. It was because I had other attributes. But still, when I was getting married in certain things, my husband never cared. His near family did not care. Certain of the guests, of course, cared. And, oh, the bride is so fair. The bride is so fair. And I'm like, this is all you can see in me? I mean, I'm sorry for you. I feel sorry for you that you can only see a person's skin color and comment only on that. I mean, I feel sorry, terribly sorry. And if you are one of those kinds who actually considers fairness to be an attribute, just see how many of these ladies, even business tycoons, film directors, actresses, models, sports persons, who are not fair, but who are considered pretty, and who are considered beautiful, and who are considered successful. So success has nothing to do with actually, even looking good. Success has something much, much more than that. I mean, people keep on saying that, in the corporate world, you have to look certain way and you have to present yourself a certain way. Of course, I would agree. You have to have a basic level of presentability. But that does not mean that, your looks are going to give you even a tad bit more advantage. I mean, I can speak at least from the corporate world's perspective. I have been working for some time now. Whatever promotions and any hike that I've seen, or I've seen ladies who are at very, very CXO kind of level positions, they are there just because of their hard work. There is no pattern absolutely that they look good, that they don't look good, or anything of that sort. They are there because of their hard work and their intellect. An actress is successful because she carries herself a certain way and because she has acting talent. Models are successful because of a certain other attributes, and similar for any other profession. But fairness does not contribute to my success in any which ways. Now, for the pretty ladies who are in my life and who are watching this, who are of an olive skin complexion, mostly what I have seen from my personal experience with my friends and family is that, somebody passes a comment that you are, let's say, of a certain color. Let's say, like, I'm not saying that, I'm just quoting that you are dark skinned and something. And that's why you started losing confidence, or let's say even you thought for 1 second, 1 minute that you're not pretty. I would just say, if a person is telling you that you're not pretty, he or she does not have the right to tell you that. Nobody has the right to tell you that you're not pretty. I mean, you are pretty the way you are, exactly the way you are. If somebody else is saying that you're not pretty, they're complete losers, first of all. Secondly, maybe, they're lonely in a certain way, or they are frustrated for whatever reasons. Maybe they just need a hug, they just need to be consoled and calmed. But definitely not normal to tell somebody that you're not pretty for whatever reasons, especially for the reason of your skin color. So if somebody has told you you're not pretty, I am here to tell you, dark complexion ladies, olive complexion ladies are superbly pretty and superbly sultry and sexy. If anybody has told you that you're not pretty, he or she is lying, or maybe he's just jealous of your sun-kissed complexion. I would also like to talk about the fairness fad, all those whitening creams or whitening masks that are available in the market. My sincere request to not use any of such products. I hopefully have not promoted any of such products. I make sure that I'm promoting Unfair and Lovely on this channel of mine. But just steer clear from all such whitening products. Even if they say that they do not contain bleaching agents or something of that sort, they definitely contain harmful chemicals, and your skin should be, the color that it is. You can work on detanning from natural mechanisms, and of course you should apply a sunscreen, which is not for the purpose of whitening or not for the purpose of any such fairness thing. It is for the purpose of working on your skin. Please steer clear from any such chemicals, bleaching agents, any such creams which say that they'll make you fair, or they'll make you whatever white or something of that sort, whatever euphemisms people use these days. And of course, again, one more concern which I've seen my pretty ladies to have is, because we are fair, so we can't wear a certain color. We can't wear, let's say, a certain color like yellow or white. As I have talked about warm and cool undertones, even skin tones, there's a certain shade of white which will suit which will suit your skin tone. There's a certain shade of yellow which will suit your skin tone. For example, I am a little lighter skin, so maybe a brighter yellow would make me appear more bright, and maybe a duller yellow would make me appear dull. If, let's say, a person is of an olive skin tone, maybe a mustard yellow would look really, really good on the person. Sunshine yellow might not look good on the person, but that is as good as having a warm or a cool undertone. Nothing that you can't wear a certain color. I mean, I have seen ladies looking sultry in, cream kind of colors, which is a shade of white, like a creamer kind of white. Not exactly safedi ki chamkar white, but a creamer kind of white. And they look extremely, extremely sultry, gorgeous, and whatnot. I mean, just Google Nandita Das wearing a white suit. You'll know what I'm talking about. So there's nothing like there's a certain color which you cannot wear because you're of a certain skin tone. Nothing like that. Just experiment and see what suits you, because there'll be a certain shade of every color which would suit a certain skin tone. Lastly, to all my ladies, fair skin ladies, olive skin ladies, dark skin ladies, whoever is watching this, please work on developing your personality. Like whatever time you're devoting on thinking that, let's say, fair skin ladies are thinking, oh, I have fair skin, how to protect it, or dark skin ladies are thinking, oh, I want to use whiteners or something of that sort, whatever. Please work on developing your personality. Please channelize your energies in developing that. Read good books, maybe educate yourself. Or if you're good in sports, whatever interests you have. I'm not saying that, start studying or something of that sort. No, not being the good-natured mama. But, whatever interests you have, pursue them, become better at them, and keep yourself aware. These are the things which makes a lady looks attractive or a lady looks desirable. I would not consider that, a certain skin color is making you desirable or not so desirable. Maybe if you feel that you are not desirable, work on developing your personality. Because, a lady who has all her facts right, a lady who can speak on topics at length, a lady who is comfortable in her own skin, there is no reason, there is no man on earth or there is no woman on earth who will not find that person attractive or desirable. So I would say invest in that. And lastly, just to end this very, very long video, ultimately beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So if somebody is feeling that you are not pretty for whatever reasons, it is their problem, it's not your problem. Or it's not our problem if somebody thinks that we are not pretty. They can go watch some other face. We are really not concerned with that. So I would really like to end my chat here, very chit-chatty video I spoke like a tad bit a lot. Thank you for bearing with me, but please remember, all you ladies out there, you're pretty the way you are, and fairness is definitely not a parameter for beauty. I mean, definitely not for me, for anybody whom I admire, it's not a parameter for being pretty. Please make sure that you consider yourself beautiful, you consider yourself attractive, because that is going to make other people consider you attractive. And just to end this on a positive note, all us girls are pretty and nobody has the right to tell us we are not. So thank you for watching Beautiful Within. Have a really nice day. Bye.